welcome back to the Ambassadors of Gaming channel. I'm Ambassador Michael, and today I'm going to recap the Xbox Bethesda showcase because I didn't feel like watching it again. I was not home at the time of it being broadcasted, and then I ended up watching it on my own. But I figured we could have some fun discussing the showcase. I thought that there was some interesting things going on there, and many people prior to Nintendo's that just came out like a few minutes ago. I just finished the stream and finished the coverage of that. This was the best one because everybody else's conference so far has been terrible. So anyways, let's get right to it. Starfield. It was shown. It's a game. We didn't get any gameplay though. November 11th, 2022. I'm okay with that. I thought the game was going to be 2023, 2024. So that's fine. Oh, I just fucked everything up. I'm so sorry. Yeah, so Xbox exclusive. I don't know why we're still arguing this. Bethesda got bought out by Xbox. They're not going to put their games on other platforms unless it's like they're not going to do that. They did that with Minecraft. Minecraft's like the thing. Like if there's ever a sequel to Minecraft, which I don't think there will be at this point, but if there was, I do not see that coming to PlayStation anytime soon. Switch maybe, because Nintendo and Xbox seem to play along decently well, and even Xbox even wants to put Game Pass on like other platforms, and the other platforms are like, no, mostly because it would probably cut another revenue from their store, and they can't agree on price cuts or the revenue share from Game Pass on their platforms. It would also open the door for you being able to play games like Halo Infinite on the PlayStation if you had Game Pass, instead of having to publish the game on PlayStation, which I'm not sure Sony would let them do, even if they could. Like, even if Xbox was like, hey, like, whatever, can we like publish this there? And they'd be like, no. But to be honest, Game Pass is different on each platform, so it probably wouldn't include like the exclusive day one. Like you would probably get it on PC, cloud, Xbox, and then like if it was theoretically on Switch and PlayStation, they would just be like, yeah, you don't get these. You gotta come to Xbox for these, or you gotta go PC and cloud. But if you have Game Pass Ultimate, you would have cloud. So I don't know. Anyways, Halo Infinite. Yeah, we did a lot of shit talking last year. Everybody on Halo Infinite looking like dog shit. Because to be fair, it looked kind of like dog shit. But this year they showed off a trailer. Granted, it was a cinematic, but it looked pretty crisp. And then they showed off some of the multiplayer, because for the first time they're going to separate multiplayer and, well, I guess I shouldn't say, because ODST technically had split multiplayer, but that doesn't count. Anyways, point is, Halo Infinite multiplayer and Halo Infinite campaign will be separate. You can play the multiplayer without having to buy the game, which is kind of cool. I also made this argument for Call of Duty a billion years ago, which they essentially have done with Warzone, more or less. Like, Warzone's the popular multiplayer now. Like, don't get me wrong, people still play multiplayer Call of Duty, but like the large majority of people are like, oh, I can just play Warzone. Like, that's good enough. Separating game modes like this, I'm okay with. Granted, $60 for Halo Infinite like campaign, or even we don't know do we know the price yet? It's got to be 60 because it's cross-platform. Is gonna be like, that's pushing it a little bit, but honestly, like, most people are gonna get it on Game Pass, so I guess it's okay. I don't know. Anyways, Forza Horizon looked astonishing. This game looks incredible. And I don't know anything about gameplay of Horizon, but like, fuck it, we'll do it. It looks amazing. Look at this. It's beautiful. It's insane. Yeah, we'll let it run. Here. My thing can't even run at 4K 60, so I don't even know why I'm doing this for you. I can't even output 4K 60, but you'll see like the best, like, shit looks nice. You know? Anyways, So that looks incredible. Also, I was reminded that they're making Fable. So that makes me feel real good about Fable. Stalker 2, it looks alright. It looked alright. Daryl's really excited for it. I don't know anything about it. It comes out next year on April. So, oh yeah, by the way, like a shit ton of these are on Game Pass. Starfield Game Pass, Halo Game Pass, Horizon Game Pass, Stalker Game Pass, Back 4 Blood, the WB game. That's basically Left 4 Dead. Game Pass, my dudes. October 12th. Very exciting. Sea of Thieves is getting DLC for Pirates of the Caribbean. Comes out on June 22nd. Kind of exciting. Far Cry 6 got some DLC focus, I think, here. No, was that? I don't remember. They showed off Far Cry 6 again. It comes out on October 7th. 12 minutes. This is that room-based one. It's Microsoft Store. I don't know. Anyways, it comes out on August 19th, and it's on Game Pass, and it has a really big cast of characters. And it looks really, really cool. The Outer Worlds 2 was announced, and that's all you got. Oh, it was announced and get a launch date. It's perfect. It's the best satire of game trailers I've ever seen. It's really worthwhile. Watch it on your own. It's really fun. The title is made by Obsidian, who worked on Fallout New Vegas, who also owns Bethesda now. Redfall is Arcane. They're making this thing. It's a co-op vampire shooter. I don't know. It looked weird. It's not for me. Arcane's games, I really like their level design, but the gameplay is usually not my favorite. 2022 Game Pass. Flight Sim and then Top Gun DLC comes out in November. Oh, sorry. No. This comes out in like June or July. I don't know, but it looks pretty good. It's coming out on Series X only. It's on Series X and S. It's not coming out on Xbox One. It's because the Xbox One can't handle it. The Xbox Fridge. I was really excited about this. It's really cool. It's a great collectible. I would like to own one. But I already know what's going to happen. The bots and scalpers are going to eat all of it. I'm never going to fucking see one. And it's just going to make me sad. Anyways, let me go back and make sure. I don't think I missed anything. So, overall, I thought Microsoft's conference was fairly strong. The games that I wanted to see that I didn't see, I'm not surprised I did not see them. Avowed, we did not see. Fable, we did not see. They said they're supposed to have some other conference on Thursday or something like that. About Avowed's gonna be there. I don't know. It's really confusing. Because if it was like ready, then why didn't you show it on Sunday? So I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, overall, I thought it was a fairly decent showing, like as a general speaking, especially considering with COVID. But the one thing that really hit me weird is that Halo Infinite still doesn't have a release date. That's no good. That's not good. I need to know what happened with this game because something happened. I don't know what happened, but something happened because people kept leaving. They had to keep hiring people, reshuffling shit around. They had that demo last year. They looked terrible. It got delayed because it looked terrible. And now it looks really crisp and nice and good. So I don't know what happened with that. We'll see. So anyways, yeah, that was like the big problem I have with it overall. Yes, I remember. I'm trying to think because I had written down some thoughts on it, but like the big thing for me was that Game Pass continues to be like the big winner of like Xbox stuff. By the way, the thing that the article we went over was just like the big main highlights, but the problem is it doesn't cover all of the announcements. There was a lot of really cool stuff coming to Game Pass, a lot of indie like single A, double B tier type stuff. B tier. I say B tier because it's made by like whatever 1 to 5 people. Like shit like that. Like it's not that the game's lower quality, because a lot of those games are the games I like and are a lot more fun than I've had with AAA games in recent years. So anyways, Game Pass was a huge W for them because I think that's what's going to sustain the Xbox ecosystem for the next year or two. It's what's sustained it so far, because without it so far, like, I really haven't had much of a reason to pick up my Xbox and play it. You can't really see it, but it's right over here. My Series X, I don't really have much of a reason to play it other than to play third-party stuff, the stuff that I already have, and just burning through Game Pass stuff, just like Game Pass after Game Pass after Game Pass game. Like, I haven't bought a game in a while. I think Pokemon Snap was the last one I bought. And the one I bought before that was like, I think I bought a bunch of like old Assassin's Creed games because they were finally on sale. But like, I haven't really bought much recently, basically. My issue is that because of poor decision making with Xbox in the past, the major change in leadership with Phil, the major change in the direction of the company between Microsoft, Phil, and then the design changes with going from Xbox One to Series, and doing the redesigns for the Xbox One. Like, the first party's not really hitting the way that they should. I know Xbox said they want to drop a game every quarter from the first party, which they could do, because I think they said they have 26 first party studios now. So if theoretically every studio dropped a game, or it was like, all right, like whatever, we have them lined up, like boom, 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 like 26 studios 4 times a year, right? Like, it's a lot, you know? It's what, 4, 5, 6? Yeah, roughly 6. They could go like 6 years in between releases. And like, Double Fine doesn't need that much because their games are smaller. So like, they might release 2 games, and like whatever, 343 might need 10 years or whatever to make the next Halo. But they said they're gonna hold on to this one for a while. But the point is that like, I think once the machine gets going, it'll be okay. But we've been saying that for like 2 years now, because they had the acquisitions last year or the year before. I don't remember, but whenever they originally had that big initial like buyout, and then they bought last year they bought Bethesda, or the year before, I don't remember. They bought out Bethesda fairly recently, because it was like the offer to buy, then they have to actually like go through the legal stuff, and then they officially buy it, and like that takes forever. But yeah, once this stuff starts hitting, I think it'll be really good. But the problem is that they have this gap where stuff is just not hitting. And it looks really bad, and it's really rough on those players, myself included. I bought the Series X because I genuinely believe that Microsoft is going to hit. Like, once they start hitting, they're going to hit. And I wanted to experience games on Game Pass at the highest quality. And it's almost impossible to find a PS5. Thank you, bots and scalpers. So, yeah, the thing was Halo not getting a release date, Game Pass fucking killing it, and that 1 per quarter thing, I hope it fucking pops off. I hope it does well. I hope they actually hit it, and I hope it doesn't like really create like harsh environments for the devs. But like I said, like, if you ran through all their current studios, and apparently they want to buy more from reports that have been coming, they want to buy more. They could go 6.5 years between dev cycles. So like, if you release a game, you wouldn't have to release another game on Game Pass, or wouldn't be expected to, for 6.5 years, which is a long dev cycle time, honestly. But like, they're gonna need it more time. So like, a 2-year dev cycle is like really, really fucking hard. But if you give them like 4 or 5 years, they could create something really fucking special. Fuck, you give them 6 years, they might make something super fucking special, and it's really polished, So I hope that's what happens. But again, right now, Xbox is in this rough period where like, from now until maybe the Halo launch, it's gonna be real rough. And it was real rough from like the launch of the Series X to now, in terms of like, what are we going to play? What are you going to sell us? What do you have for us? And for now, it's just like, well, I hope you have Game Pass because that's what we got. We got Game Pass. And the third parties are kind of doing their thing, but like not really. Everything's fucked from COVID. So like, this year is just like things are not gonna hit until fall this year, maybe a little bit of spring next year, and then it's gonna be dry season until like the fall of 2022 if we get things and things are starting to get back to more normal, but we'll see. So anyways, overall it was a pretty decent conference. I hope Microsoft is really able to kind of get out there starting in the fall, and that all this hard work they've done for the last 2-3 years starts to really, really pay off, because right now they're kind of sitting on like a ticking time bomb of like, you gotta start getting things out. Especially Halo. Like Halo is like this is mostly directed towards Halo. Like I don't think we'd really be in this situation if we had Halo Infinite and it had been good at launch, and like we were eating up like the monthly updates or the bi-monthly updates, that type of stuff. But they needed that time. I'm glad they got it. The game looks much better, and I hope that when it releases, hopefully this fall, that it's really good and that will sustain us until the next thing. So I'll see you all in the next one. Let me know what you thought of Xbox's conference with Bethesda. I don't know why they named it that. And I will see you all in the next one.